Genesis chapter 43, 창세기 43장. Now the famine was still severe in the land when they had eaten all the grains they had brought from Egypt. The father said to them, "Go back and buy us a little more food." But Judah said to him, "The man warned us solemnly, you will not see my face again unless your brother is with you. If you will send our brothers along with us, we will go down and buy food for you. But if you will not send him, we will not go down, because the man said to us, you will not see my face again unless your brother is with you." Israel asked, "Why did you bring these troubles on me by telling the man you had another brothers?" They replied, "The man questioned us closely about ourselves and our family. Is your father still living? He asked us, do you have another brother?" We simply answered his questions. How were we to know? He would say, "Bring your brothers down here." Then Judah said to Israel his father, "Send the boy along with me, and we'll go at once, and so that we and you and our children live and not die. I myself will guarantee his safety. You can hold me personally responsible for him if I do not bring him back to you and set him here before you. I will bear the blame before you and all my life. As it is, if you have not delayed, we could have gone to return twice." Then their father Israel said to them, "If it must be, then do this. Put some of the best product of the land in your bag and take them down to the man as a gift, a little balm and a little honey, some spices and myrrh and pistachio nut and almond. Take double the amount of silver with you, and for you must return silver that we put back into the mouth of your sacks. Perhaps it was a mistake. Take your brother also and go back to the man at once. And may God Almighty grant you a mercy before the man, so that he will let your other brother and Benjamin come back with you. As far as for me, if I not believed, I'll be believed." So the man took the gift and doubled the amount of the silver and the Benjamin also. They hurried down to Egypt and presented themselves to Joseph. When Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the steward of his house, "Take the men to my house, slaughter us animals and prepare the dinners. There are two each with at noon." The man to Joseph told him and took them at Joseph's house. Now the men were frightened when they were taken to his house. They thought we were brought their house because of silver that were put back in our sacks the first times. He wanted to attack us and overpower us and seize us as slaves and take our donkeys. So they went to Joseph's steward and spoke to him at the entrance. "Please, sir," they said, "we came down here the first time to buy food, but at the place where we stopped for tonight, we opened our sacks, and each of us found his silver the exact weight in the mouth of the sack. So we have brought it back with us. We have also brought additional silver us to buy food. We don't know who put our silvers in here, our sack." "That's all right," he said. "Don't be afraid. Your God of your father, has given you treasures in your sacks. I received your silver." Then he brought Simon out to them. The steward took the men into Joseph's house, gave them water to wash their feet, and provided fodder for their donkeys. They prepared their gift for Joseph's arrival at noon because they had heard that they were eat there. When Joseph came home, they presented to him and gift they had brought into the house, and they bowed down before him to the ground. He asked them how they were, and them to said, "How is your aged father you told me about? Is he still living?" They replied, "Your servant of your father is still alive and well," and they bowed low to pay him honor. As they looked about and saw his brothers Benjamin, his own mother's son, and he asked, "Is this your youngest brother, the one who told me about?" And he said, "God be gracious to you, my son." Deeply moved at the sight of his brothers, Joseph hurried out and looked for a place to weep. He went into his private room and wept there. After he was washed his face, came back out and controlled himself, served the food. They served him as by himself, the brothers and themselves, and the Egyptians who ate with him by themselves, because the Egyptians could not eat with the Hebrews, for that is detestable to Egyptians. The men had been seated before him in the order of their ages, from the first one to the youngest, and they looked at each other astonishment. When portions were served to them for Joseph's table, Benjamin, his portions was 5 times as much as anyone else. So they feasted and drank freely with him.